Hi, welcome to the AVCA video tip of the week sponsored by volleyball101.com. Today I'm going to be sharing some important concepts that first were introduced to me and inspired by some of the work that Coach Karai, Hugh McCutcheon, Tom Black, some of the other top USA coaches did as a result of reading the game, about reading the game. And at the time, it reminded me of this great athlete that I coached and an incredible eye doctor that he worked with named Dr. Bill Harrison. So I went and sought out Dr. Bill Harrison to talk to him about some of the concepts that he had done and learned over the years, focusing on the USA national team back in the 80s and players like Flo Hyman and Coach Arie Silenge. And then also with his incredible work with baseball, having worked with some of the best players and coaches in the world as it relates to baseball, Hall of Famers that are both hitters and pitchers. So the thing I quickly realized talking to Bill Harrison was that I think Koch and Hugh were so focused on reading the game that I think they missed or weren't aware of some of the other incredibly powerful points that you can do as it relates to vision around volleyball. The first one I want to share with you, for example, and we've got a lot of these at our website, volleyball101.com, is this idea of getting in the zone. For you coaches, what would it be like if you could get your players, or as a player, get yourself in the zone within seconds? So you can just go, I'm in the zone. Okay, well, that is something that Dr. Bill Harrison has actually worked out. We came up with a very simple technique specifically for volleyball that he's been doing for years for baseball. So as anyone that knows that's been in the zone is a visual sensory mode. So when you're in the zone, you can't think, you don't smell. All that you do is you see, and all the colors are brighter, things are larger, things happen slower, and you just remember what you see. Okay, so you want to try and get back to that mode because that's when you are at your athletic peak. So there's a way where you can actually train your body to get in the zone instantaneously. And this is what I'm going to share with you a little bit right now. Now, you want to get away from getting into the other sensory modes like thinking, hearing. The only thing you want to be doing is seeing. The reason is the body can't do multiple things at once. So, for example, if somebody is listening or thinking, they cannot see. Somebody is seeing, they cannot think. So, for example, you often hear people talking, oh, somebody's lying. Well, now they're thinking, so they're looking up to the right or looking up to the left. They can't actually just see and think. Does that make sense? So what you want to do is a super simple technique that we've done, and that's proven and tested. I can guarantee you that. You basically, let's say the number one way the ball is introduced in volleyball is on serve receive. So let's talk about just serve receive for now. What you want to be doing is be doing a visual switch. And if you can do and train this visual switch, where you basically go from one vision to another spot, 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 you cannot think anymore. All you can do is see. So for example, we might be sitting here getting ready to pass, and what you're going to do is you're going to look at that server on the other side of the court there, okay? And you might flip, boom, I might look at their shirt, maybe there's a spot on their shirt, I might look at something on their short, I might look at the ball quickly, and then I'm going to switch my visual perception from far to narrow. And I might look at something on the net, and I might look at some writing on the net. And then I'm going to switch back to the server, and now the server is getting ready to serve. Now I'm starting to look for visual cues. So I'm looking at its arm swing, I'm looking at the line of the ball, I'm looking at the angle he's creating. And then I'm going to finally move over to now the ball is coming, I'm seeing the line creating the angle, and I'm starting to look at the bottom of the ball. Now, if you do that successfully, where you're now doing the switch, you cannot sit there and think. You can't think about how you messed up the previous play. You can't do any of that. So you get yourself in the zone immediately. It's a powerful, powerful, powerful technique. Another quick one I'll quickly share with you is the ability to slow the game down. Wouldn't it be amazing if you could actually slow down how the ball comes to you when it's coming on offense, being set, being hit, being passed, whatever it may be. And there is a simple technique where you can actually focus on a specific spot on the ball that allows you to do that. The example I like to use is it's kind of like a fan in a room. When a fan spins in a room super fast and you're looking at the whole fan, it seems like it's going super, super fast. But if you look at the individual blade and you look at a spot on the individual blade, you can actually slow that fan down as it's spinning. And the same is true with volleyball. Now, obviously, you want to be starting using the techniques that Koch and everyone talks about, like reading the game. What are the setter cues? What are the visual hitter cues? So you want to be switching from setter to hitter to ball right before the guy's hitting. But the problem is, now when you zone in on the ball, you want to actually focus on an individual spot on that ball to slow the game down. You might focus on the shadow of the ball. Instead of seeing the whole ball, focus on where is the shadow on that ball. What is the writing on that ball? Things such as that. Now, if you want, as a quick example to test this, just get a partner, throw the ball back and forth, and just watch the ball and see how it looks. Then do the same thing, throw the ball back and forth, but actually look at an individual spot on the ball. It sets a writing, the name, a crease, a shadow, and you'll actually watch that ball slow down. Okay, again, so two powerful things. I can't wait to show you some of the other powerful things that we've discovered with Dr. Bill Harrison. I think it really builds on the powerful concepts first introduced by Koch at the AVCA convention a few years ago. And make sure you check out all those videos at volleyball1on1.com. Also, we've shot over almost 2,000 videos at this stage. I'm super proud of. We're some of the best coaches in the world. And you can get all of those too at my website.